Wipe his nose off before it freezes.
We're going in a minute. We're not staying out here. One more time. He's a Spanish dog. He's not made for snow.
Oh!
Well, as you can see, we got another snowstorm. About 5 inches with a good hard crust. The last inch of it was solid ice. Over the next few days, it compacted a little bit. So by the time we got up to the house, there was only about 3 to 4 inches of it left. We have a ton of work that has to get done, but on a day like this, you've got to take the opportunity to soak in some of the visuals. Take a short walk, look around, just breathe in some of the beauty of this place.
We are back on the build after more than a week of break. We're bringing in an electrician because I need this work done properly and I need it done this century.
This century would be great.
Yeah. Things are dragging right now and we've both been busy with other things. So come on inside and I'll show you what we got going on. You can see Apollo is out in the sun and does not want to come in. It was 11 degrees this morning. Fortunately, this place was 47 degrees when we got here. We've got a nice fire going in the fireplace, trying to get the temperatures up a little bit, but it's quite comfortable to work inside, especially since there's no wind. That's a nice thing.
And we remember last year when we were outside.
Yeah, last year was rough. This time last year was some rough work. So we had a few things. When the electrician came in, we had a few things that they talked to us about. One of them was, this is a whip for a light and fan. That exhaust fan, they told us that we need to put that on its own circuit. So what we're doing is putting all 3 of the exhaust fans on the same circuit and not having them tied into the other switches in the house. If they're tied into a GFCI, it's going to be at the box, not on the outlets. Jafana's been over there finessing that wire around so that we can get everything pulled across. I'm getting ready to replace the box that was right here with one that's bigger and will accommodate an additional wire so that we can feed the other 2 fans. Alrighty, that'll be fine. This will allow me to pull these 2 right into here. This is my whip. This is my feed. And I'm going to use this feed to power the other line, which is going to come up from the bottom, wrap around, go up, and go over to the other bathroom. We'll be able to get it off. We just got to figure out how to stop the water from dripping in. Yeah. Well, this ain't good. Hey girl, we got a little problem.
What?
Come on out here. So I was sitting in here and stepped outside just to take a look at everything because I haven't looked up at the roof. I've seen this on somebody else's channel recently. They had a similar problem. They have a lot more snow than us, but we got a little bit of a problem up there with our chimney and the way the snow is hitting it. That is the damnedest thing. I've never seen anything like that. Come on out here and look at it. That whole thing is moving downward and pushing against the mount for the chimney, and it's splitting apart and curling away. So we're going to have some kind of a diverter that we put on there to make it so that that can't happen.
They have those, though.
Yeah, well, we're going to have to get one, because that looks like it could be, yeah, it's hilarious until it rips the chimney off. Yeah. Then it ain't so funny.
But at least it's going around it.
It's going around it now. I'm glad we only had, what, 5 inches of snow and that got covered with ice.
So they have one that's kind of like a snowplow looking thing.
Yeah.
That goes between the 2 rows.
We're going to have to put one on there, because that could be a problem.
Yeah, but if the snow fell off the roof on you, that's a problem.
Yeah, well, we got to get the little snow catchers on there too.
Yeah,
And that from being any kind of an issue.
Yeah.
Well, like maybe put a couple of snow catchers up above them.
Yeah.
A couple extra snow catchers up there. I mean, it's gonna, is that look gonna mess you up?
No, it's gonna look cute.
Something that breaks it apart so you don't get the full load of all that stuff against it.
They have one that looks like a snowplow.
Yeah?
Yeah, and it goes between the rows.
That is crazy. That is just crazy.
Hey, I thought you were going to say the chimney was coming off.
Well, she told me to get back to work. That stuff ain't moving. Nah. That does not want to come off of there. Nope. Why is everything gonna be like this? So we came inside and took a look up in the chimney. I'm not really sure if it shows from here. I don't really feel like setting myself on fire because it's pretty hot. But the thimble that goes around the chimney up top, the weight of that ice and everything, you can see how it's crushed it in. So it's definitely putting strain on it. And it's torn it away from, it looks like, because there was a seal with silicone where it was attached to the chimney, and it has definitely broken that seal. You can see on this side where the seal is, and it had little slots to let air out. There was a cover on top of that. That cover has been ripped away, so the collar has been ripped away from the thimble. I was out here pushing on it with a 2x4, and this stuff is just solid ice. It's about 4 inches of ice. So, and that's why it's so heavy. It rained, and I guess that rain soaked into the snow and then froze, because this place is so well insulated. Not to mention the fact we haven't been here all week, but this place is so well insulated that even though it's warm inside, the heat stays pretty much inside, and so it doesn't melt the snow that's on the roof. The only thing I can really do is get back to work on this other task and hope that whatever occurs with that doesn't do so much damage that it costs us an arm and a leg to fix. Going through it?
Yeah.
All right.
You see it? You want more wire?
Not yet. And it won't mess me up. Alright, this is my whip. That's going to power the fan, which is going to sit right here. Actually, probably sit right here. But anyway, that's going to power the fan. This piece comes through and is the feed for the fan. I've got about 4 feet more than I need, but I'm going to run it just
So that's done.
That side's done.
So, babe, I have a light that goes right over the tub.
What's that?
There's a light that goes right here.
Where's it going to be powered from?
Oh no. You tell me.
How come you never told me about this before?
I did. I told you we're not moving. We're moving this one, and it's going to be over here over the top.
Okay.
Yep. So this one, I guess this is the switch for this light right here.
I reckon.
It could be like, is it a 2 pedal?
It's
We
too
do-
gang, honey. That's not that. All right. So this,
Yeah.
you got to have an outlet
Right.
within a certain distance of your vanity. So this
It's the
is
outlet.
electrical outlet.
But
Right?
this is the switch.
This is a switch. This was a switch for your Pixar light,
Yeah, but we're not doing that.
but you're not doing Pixar light.
We're doing a light right here and a light.
This isn't the first time we've changed up the way we had a light set up in the house. And this is the time to do it. The walls are still cracked open, there's no drywall on them. You'll never have a better opportunity to make things the way that you want them to be.
Not much done. We didn't get here till late. We will be back tomorrow and we will be up in here doing some more.
You're still gonna try to go on the roof? Babe, I don't know how you're gonna go on the roof. So we're having an issue today. So all that weight is pushing down on the chimney cuff and forcing it away from the roof. Fortunately, right now the chimney is still intact and it's just the cuff that's pulling away, but David thinks he wants to get up there and try to fix it as much as possible and take the weight off. I really don't want him to be up there. I'm gonna see if I can talk him out of it. Help if I'm up there doing it?
Nope. Not even a little bit. Money needed snow catcher.
Yeah, we had a plan for snow catchers, but we just, it was a lot of money right now. But this might be a lot of money.
The ice and snow are only about 3 to 4 inches thick, but unfortunately they're frozen solid together as one unit, and slowly, if you look at the top of the roof, you can see they've slid down about 5 or 6 feet. As it moves down the roof, that ice and all of its weight pushes against the collar that sits on the base of the chimney. It's already pushed the flashing in, and the collar's been disconnected from the chimney. And that's really how we noticed it, because we were getting a couple drops of water leaking through to the wood stove. It has to be fixed, and if we don't fix it soon, with more snow on the way, we have an opportunity for the chimney to get severely damaged and cause some problems for the roof.
Alright,
Because if you slide, you know what I mean?
I'm using the chimney to hold on to, and
Okay,
I'm almost there. Alright.
This is one of the sketchier things we've done. You don't have extra pants.
Got a fire?
We didn't think about this.
I got a fireplace. We'll make a fire and it'll dry out. Boom. Oh my god. That's stupid.
Well, we gotta fix waiting for the next snow hit.
No animals were hurt in the making of this video. That worked. I didn't even have time to look up and see the pretty view. Hopefully the pipes aren't being damaged, but we're gonna have to get up here. I need snow catchers, which I knew about, but they're expensive, so I hadn't put them on yet. And apparently I need snow splitter and diverter for the chimney. And you can see where it's doing the same thing on the pipes. Hopefully the pipes aren't hurt, but it was definitely pushing that chimney in. I'll get a picture of that later on, but I'm not climbing back up there just to get a picture of the cap. But it smashed in pretty good. It did not get to the chimney, fortunately. I've seen online when I was looking for what to do about this, I've seen some pictures of folks who've had their actual chimney pushed in and had to replace that Class A chimney. And number one, that's expensive. And number two, that would involve taking the cap off, which means getting up underneath of the roofing metal. That's a whole lot of work that I don't want to have to do. So I'll take some pictures and contact my roofing guy, and I'll talk to Greg and find out if there's anything that they need to look at or if anything's been moved or pulled. But I think everything is where it was as far as the way it was attached to the roof, and it's just that the metal around it got crushed in.
After starting a fire and drying out, we got back on the electrical and finished out the day. Pulling electrical wire is monotonous, but it's one of the most essential tasks associated with the building of a modern house. The day that we get to walk in, flip a switch, and have the lights come on without having to turn the generator on first is going to be one of the biggest milestones of this build. We appreciate you taking some of your time to follow us along on our journey. If you enjoyed it, we hope you hit that like button. And come on back again and see us at Break Heart Orchard. We'll be here.